Hey Capricorn, welcome to your love life reading for September 2019. It's for Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Sorry about that. I gotta adjust the mic here. Looked like it was about to fall. Anyway, welcome Capricorn. I just did your general reading. If you haven't checked it out yet, I will link it up here, somewhere around there. I don't know. Yeah, check out your general reading. It is now general, career, and finance. I've gone ahead and changed the format just a little bit because I really want to get a variety of readings out to you, and my schedule has changed quite a bit, and I thought I would be able to get more readings out this way, but it's not looking like that. Give me a sec. My mic is messing up here. Anyway, as I was saying, I hope it doesn't disturb it. Okay. Sorry, mic issues. Anyway, so I've gone ahead and split the general and the love life reading. So the general reading will now have career and finance. Like I said, I'll link it up here in the beginning. It'll also be linked at the end of the video. If you're new to me, welcome. Thank you guys so much for clicking, for, stopping by, checking it out. And even if you're not a Capricorn, but you know a Capricorn, you can be the vessel of communication to, send them those messages. So you've been destined or called or led to be to my channel or video. So welcome. Thank you so much. Let's get started. Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. September 2019. What is going on for my Capricorn friends, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign for the month of September 2019? I'm feeling that some of you, for a Capricorn, I'm feeling a little lost. Maybe some of you have not so much issues. Okay, because I'm hearing too many messages. So some of you have trust issues within your partnership, your relationship, trust issues in general because you've had these type of issues in the past with past partners, or some of you with current partners. But what I'm hearing is being able to trust the divine, being able to trust the process, being able to trust that the lessons that we go through is what causes our growth, our expansion within ourselves, within our hearts, mind, body, soul. I'm feeling some pessimism here. The feelings I was getting before I got this card, like I was saying, I just feel like some of you are just feeling a little unstable. Now, I don't mean like you're a wreck, Capricorn, although some of you may be feeling like that, but I don't really get that strong vibe for most of you. But almost as though walking blindly into a situation, like you're at the point, if you've been single for a really long time, or you've had some, not so successful relationships, for lack of a better way of saying. And I feel as though you're just kind of like, all right, what else is the universe going to throw at me next? Like, where do I go from here? And I'm feeling a sense of disillusionment. The focus here is trusting in your own self-worth, that you are worthy of that divine counterpart, of that partnership, that soulmate, whatever it is that you seek. Trusting that, yes, you're worthy of it. Yes, you're deserving of it. And then trusting God, the angels, the universe, whatever it may be. Jesus, I'm so sorry. I turned it off at your general reading, and then I forgot to turn it off again this time. My ringer, sorry. But as I was saying, like trusting the universe, the divine, trusting the process that, yes, you are destined to meet someone. Yes, you are meant to be with someone. And so many of you have just given up on that. So you need to take a break, disconnect, and ask yourself, why have you been feeling that way? Your general reading also talked about tuning in and getting grounded and being out with nature. And this card definitely reminds me of that, of being one with nature, getting out there, going camping, hiking, going up in the mountains, breathing fresh air, walking barefoot, enjoying the breeze, the sun, that crisp, cool air for some of you that aren't, living like with these LA temps that are like insanely hot right now. It was beautifully overcast the other day. And I was like, hello, gray clouds, welcome. Express your love. I did feel the need to pull another one because, like I said, I feel like you're just walking blindly. You've lost your way within your love life, partnered or not. If you're partnered, this doesn't apply to everyone, so don't be like, I am happy with my relationship. What are you talking about? Well, then this doesn't resonate for you, honey, but I will keep pulling messages, so stick around. But express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. For those of you that do have someone that are contemplating on whether or not that partnership, that relationship, that love interest is going to go anywhere, can go anywhere, you keep your feelings to yourself and then you wonder why you're still single because the other person doesn't freaking know you're interested in them. You don't trust that things will play out the way you're hoping for. I just definitely feel like you've lost hope within your love life. You've been through too many fucked up situations and you really do need to retreat. But it's not even just about taking a break and disconnecting from the world and the bullshit, right? It's taking a break from the people, toxic people, places, things, situations, and retreating from that mindset, retreating, pulling back from wondering whether or not this is ever going to happen for you. You got to express your love to yourself first. Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. She also came out in your general reading. So you may be, this karmic cycle that continues to repeat. This is why you're feeling like, I guess this is the one. I guess this is the way it's always going to be. We don't really get along. However, we got some passionate fun time between us and like, I don't want to let that go. So the sex is great. The connection is great. It's fiery, but that fire can also turn to anger and disagreements. And it goes, from being madly in love with each other 1 minute to like, I hate your guts. Get out of my face. Let go of the rope. It's my rope. And it's like, no, I had the rope first. No, it's my rope. And it's a power struggle between the two of you. And that conflict manifests between you. So whether I'm talking to Capricorn or their cross watcher, the situation is calling for you to have faith and strength within the situation. It's time to close out this karmic cycle. If this partner is only here to teach you this lesson, learn the lesson. Take a break to learn from it and move on. 10 of Pentacles. Stability within the home. Some of you, if you think that you got to stick it out so that you can continue providing a stable home environment for each other. Those of you that are just like, I can't do it without them financially or, materialistically. Yeah, that you also got the Tower in your general card. It's that wake-up call. It's, if we break up, if we don't make it work, how are we going to be able to do it alone, on our own? How are we able to go, how are we going to be able to make ends meet? I can't live on my own. They can't live on their own. They're lucky they're living with me. There you are, King of Pentacles. You're doubting yourself, and you have the ability more than you think you do to create the life that you want. And I feel that for so many of you, you are awakening to the fact that this is a karmic partner. You do need to turn your back on them. You do need to let go of the rope and let them fall and say, I'm done. It's about creating the life I want for myself. And I got to love myself first. And that calls for, retreat, disconnection, so that I can go back to being able to trusting the universe, trusting God, the angels, whatever it may be, so that I can be in my full potential energy, King of Pentacles, creating the life that I want. And that, my friends, look at that fire right there, fire energy. That creates a major wake-up call. to some fire energy here, whether they're a fire sign or whether this is someone that you're just not getting along with, that you've got a constant power struggle, or, you know, just constantly in disagreement, arguing, not getting along with them, not being able to make things work, and you're just like, Jesus, take the wheel, because this shit isn't working. And, well, I don't want to say you're giving up on the partnership, but I feel as though whether it's you or them or both of you, you finally come to the realization of, you know, maybe this is a karmic cycle. Maybe we're not meant to make this work. Maybe we're meant to learn from it so that we can be strong enough to move on and move forward and be the best, you know, you, me, us, we can be, even if that means letting each other go. Now, don't get mad at me, Capricorn or cross watcher. This isn't for everyone. Not everyone's like separating, breaking up, or in a karmic partnership. So this is about having a heart-to-heart and sharing each other's feelings. You know, sometimes it ends in tragedy, which is, I love you so much, so deeply, but for whatever reason, we can't make this work. At what point do we say enough is enough? Something's got to give. Because if you can't stop and meet each other halfway and connect with each other and understand each other and try to figure out what can make this work, that rope is going to give and you're both assed out, literally. 10 of Wands, but wait for it. 10 of Cups. Hello, Capricorn. What am I telling you here? Wheel. 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Wands. And the 10 of Cups. You have endings. End of a karmic cycle. End of a cycle. Period. You've reached the end of the road. It's like dead end, warning. And when you turn around, because if it's a karmic cycle, when you turn around and you try to redo the same shit over and over again, like a crazy person, knowing you're going to get the same result, even though you're hoping and contemplating and wishing that you get a different result, that becomes your karmic cycle. So at some point you say, enough is enough. Something's got to give. It's me or this rope. It's you or this rope. It's us or this rope, because this shit is tearing to pieces. And I am tired of carrying the burdens of this relationship, of this past, of this trauma, of this karmic cycle. That rope is ready to bust. It's tearing to bits. So what's it going to be, Capricorn? What's it going to be, Crosswatcher? 4 tens, endings. And I know some of you don't want those endings, and I know some of you don't want to face the fact that you have to end this type of relationship. And I can't tell you what to do. That is for you to decide what is for your highest good, what is the best thing you can do for yourself. You know, whether it's to save yourself from the pain, save yourself from the repetition of this karmic cycle, or take a step back and really meet each other eye to eye, face to face, and connect and say, I'm tired of this cycle. How can we fix this? How can we mend this? How can we come to some sort of agreement or terms or whatever it may be, so that we can both live our happily ever after without it being such a burden, because this relationship is stressful as fuck. And I think that's what I'm going to name this reading. And so it's time, because I feel like there are trust issues here. You spy on each other, you keep tabs on each other, you know, wondering if you're not together, if you're in separation, you keep tabs on each other. And then it's like you come back together to hook up, to fight, make promises to each other that you can't keep or you're not going to keep. And then there you go, off with their head. Goodbye. Moving on. You come back in only to cut each other back out. Karmic cycle. So who's going to move on, move forward to calmer waters? Who's going to finally say enough is enough. So some of you are very well aware. You need to trust your intuition, because you know that what I'm saying is ringing true. Now, if this doesn't ring true to you, this message is not for you. But I do feel that some of you just feel like you can't get away from each other, and that the love is just too strong, too deep, and you just rationalize by saying, how can I leave this person when I love them so much? Or when they love me so much? I know they love me. I'm going to stick it out. But the longer you stick it out, the longer the karmic cycle, and the harder it will be to heal from it all. And there is the World again. You did get the World card in your general reading. Just because there is a lot of love between the two of you doesn't mean you're meant to be together. Sometimes we have karmic relationships, karmic partners that are here only to fulfill a soul contract from a previous lifetime. Lessons that we need to learn from each other. Lessons that we failed to learn at a previous lifetime that show up again in this lifetime. And so when certain people feel like they are the one, but you can't seem to get along, sometimes we bring past life baggage with us, karmic baggage that turns into karmic cycles, and you're just like, how is this possible? We love each other so much. I adore them. I'm mad about them. I'm mad at them just as much as I'm mad about them. Like, what the actual fuck? Why can't we make this work? And it's one of those crazy mysteries that goes down in history as an absolute tragedy, which I believe one of my exes told me. But, you know, sometimes you just have to make peace with the fact that sometimes there is a lot of love there. And sometimes all that love that's there isn't going to be enough if you don't get along, if you can't listen to each other, if you can't hear each other out. So if you don't want to let go of this karmic relationship, if you want this as your soulmate partnership, your divine counterpart, it's time for you to be open with each other and trust each other. Express your love. Take some time apart or together to reconnect and disconnect from all the bullshit around you, because I feel like some of you have outside bullshit that affects your relationship. You have too many people around that, you know, stick their nose where it doesn't belong. In any case, if you do want to work on this relationship, it is time for you to have a heart-to-heart with this person. Vulnerability. Time to surrender. To really get to the bottom of why you keep going through this situation, the same type of karmic cycle with each other. With the Ace of Cups and the World, there's the bullshit, the secrets, the hidden agendas, they have no purpose in a downright loving relationship. And I'm feeling as though someone here who relates to this message, it's almost as though they can't help it. Like, these issues keep coming back up and they just don't know how or why. Like, literally, like I do my best. I don't know how we end up in the same freaking place that gets us in this Five of Wands energy, that gets us stressed the fuck out, where we love each other, but we can't even freaking express it, or we can't even indulge or enjoy each other's company. We want to run away from each other. We want to cut each other out, but then we gravitate back to each other. That's a karmic relationship. That's a karmic partnership. It's like this intense magnetic attraction. You pull each other in. And so enough is enough, something's got to give. And if you're ready to move on to the next phase of your life, the next level, the next partnership, you have to express your love to yourself, to this partner. What does Capricorn need to surrender? Surrender to receiving support and love. So Capricorn or cross watcher, who's the stubborn one here? Or maybe you're both digging your heels in. Allow the love and support of others in rather than trying to handle everything yourself. This can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. For Capricorn, please. Lord, help you, help me. Surrender the drama. No matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Staying centered will help resolve the issue more quickly. That Five of Wands energy is what I'm constantly feeling between the two. And when you're not fighting with each other, you're feeling the stress of whatever, fight you had, whatever disagreement, whatever tug of war. Like those of you that live together, I mean, you start off your day that way and then you each go your own way and then you're thinking about it and it hangs on you. Surrender to effortlessness. Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. I'm going to pull Energy Oracle. What is the energy of Capricorn's love life? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign for Capricorn in September 2019. Wow. Sixth chakra, Archangel Metatron. You need to clear your third eye. Oh, look at that. The thinking man. Do you see that? He's like, how do I do this? How do I manifest what I want to manifest? How do I make amends? How do I make the changes that I need? This is someone who takes the time and oh my God. It's a number 10 card. 4 plus 6 is 10. There's another 10. End of a cycle. You're contemplating whether or not this needs to come to an end. And look at that. King of Pentacles and the thinking man have similar faces and the way they're looking in the card, which I believe, I think that maybe the King of Swords now that I think about it. Yep. I'm noticing a theme here. Rest and rejuvenation and the retreat card. You're obviously stressed the fuck out. You need some time apart or time away from all the bullshit that's interfering with the success of your relationship. And if it is between the two of you, there is someone here that's deceptive. And it doesn't always necessarily mean, lying, cheating, stealing, manipulating, but it could be for some of you. I'm also feeling that there's a lot of anger between the two of you. You have heated arguments and disagreements between the two of you. I see a lot of red, anger, but you also have a lot of passion for each other. So it angers you even more because it's like this crazy cycle of I freaking love you so much. Well, you probably say I fucking love you so much, right? But like I freaking love you so much and we can't even freaking get along. So what the actual fuck? Like why can't we get along? Our fights are just as bad as our lovemaking or whatever you want to call it, right? Now, I'm not saying you have a bad sex life. I mean, like, you guys get crazy in the argument department and probably get crazy in bed as well. But you can create the life that you want. Magician and the Mirror. This reminds me a lot of the Temperance card, fire, water. But I feel that here, it's realizing your own power, your own strength, what you're capable of. If you really want to make this work, if they really want to make this work, or if you're strong enough to realize that you can no longer make it work and what to do next. So some of you may need a break from each other to really sort out your feelings, your plans, your intentions, what's next, what's to come, where do we go from here? What's the obstacle here? What's the obstacle? Cut it out. Here we go. What's the obstacle here for Capricorn? So I did get that you guys may be involved in some sort of legal issues. So some of you may be in legal trouble. Maybe you're serving each other divorce papers, separation, you know, just lawsuit altogether. I also feel, though, that for some of you, you do realize that you need to see an official person. It doesn't have to necessarily mean someone in the military or, you know, police officer or anything like that. Although, you know, be careful with domestic issues. Someone may call the cops on you. I'm just saying, fair warning. Someone may be sick and tired of your arguments and, you know, they hear something fall, drop, or, you know, pushing each other, or like your arguments get super violent and passionate and all that shit, that you wake up the whole apartment building or the whole neighborhood or whatever. So you may have an official person come knocking on your door that separates the two of you, but I'm also feeling that some of you realize that the official person means it's time to get help. It really is. Some of you will get help in the sense of a restraining order. Some of you help in the sense of therapy, mediation, serving, you know, subpoenaing someone, serving them papers. What does Capricorn need to be aware of in their love life? Wow, okay. Well, I did say you may have too many people, right? A mature woman, older woman, has a message of concern in regards to someone's marriage, right? That person's not good for you, blah, blah, blah. This is where the pot stirs much more quickly. The plot thickens. There's too many hands in the pot, whatever you want to call it. But there are too many people involved in a marriage, your partnership, whatever it may be. That is planting the seeds of doubt within your partnership or relationship. So, clear example. Pick your role in this. You've got a Capricorn whose mother, father, friend, family member, relative says, hey, you know, I don't like the way so-and-so has been treating you, or I don't like the way so-and-so said this or they said that, making you or your partner look bad. Then it's that little seed that gets planted and it festers and it manifests into anger, into resentment, into how do I tell my, you know, partner what was said to me? And then it causes a fight or a disagreement between the two of you. A fight or a disagreement that didn't really need to happen, because now what appears to your partner is you're choosing the side of someone else instead of your partner. Because if they are your partner, spouse, right? This meddler, this person that's planting the seeds of doubt, of insecurity, of anger, of resentment, you keep proving to them that you will always take this side instead of giving your partner the benefit of the doubt. You can stop this by saying, oh, that doesn't sound like them, but, you know, I'll look into it. I'll talk to them. And you can just simply say, like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. But it doesn't need to be an argument. It doesn't need to be an issue. Because you're giving that third party person, meddler, too much power, too much say in your relationship. And you could just simply say, thanks for your concern. I'll handle my relationship the way I see fit. Because it is your relationship with your partner. And those are the only two people that should be communicating about this kind of shit. Third party people can suck it, because I can't stand it. And I am so serious. I see it a lot. Somebody's got like way more opinions that they need to be even thinking, much less speaking. But if you don't pump their brakes, they'll keep running with it. Because some people like that kind of drama. Some people like to attract that kind of attention. Some people like knowing that they can cause this type of manipulation within a relationship. Because some people need to get a life. So if that is you, cross-watcher, or you know of that person, yes, no, like, sorry, not sorry, honey. That you should never, ever mix yourself up in someone else's relationship. Oh, but my daughter-in-law is horrible. Well, then, you know what? If your son, daughter doesn't realize that they're horrible, they're going to learn the hard way. And I know you want to save them from learning that, but creating more fights between the whole family isn't going to help. And you could speak all you want, and you could say all you want, but the approach, everything in the approach, trust me, you catch more bees with honey. So Capricorn, oh, darn it, I forgot to pull for singles and couples. Give me one sec. Well, I already put those other cards away, but here we go. Capricorn singles, what do they need to know for September 2019? The Sun and the Strength card. Nice. I should literally just stop right there. Yes. Oh, yes. Those of you that finally say enough is enough, ending this karmic cycle. I'm about to be a single Capricorn. Moving on to calmer waters. And you are, wow. Wow. I will take this reading for my own. Can I be Capricorn? Happily ever after. You find your own strength to be able to move on, move forward, and create the life that you want. Not letting anyone stand in between you and your happiness. You're manifesting exactly what you want. Capricorn couples, what's going on for Capricorn couples here? Come on, give me a sec. Capricorn couples. And yes, that was the Queen of Wands and the Seven of Swords that peeked out. Feisty. Now we have the Page of Cups and the King of Wands. So if you are in a relationship or partnership or courtship or love interest, situationship, going back and forth with a fire sign, a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay. You're done with the fighting. You're just like over and done with. I get the feeling that some of you are just downright disillusioned and depressed at the fact that you haven't been able to get along with each other. That, like I said, you finally accepted and came to the realization that this is a karmic cycle. This is my karmic partner. And no matter how much I love this person and no matter how much they love me, because trust me, Capricorn, I do feel that there is deep love between the two of you. And the reason why it's so deep is because it is a past life relationship, a karmic partner. You've never had this type of connection with anyone before. And so it's addictive. It's, it's that pull that you have towards each other, and you can hate them 1 minute because you can't believe they said or did something, and you can't stand the fact that they did or said something. And then the next minute you're wanting to make up, and you're like, this can't be what this relationship is all it's cracked up to be. You get up in your feelings, and I feel like there's a lot of emotional energy, and at some point you say enough is enough. You surrender, you give up. And whether it's you surrender to fighting, you surrender to, getting help, you finally realize and say, you know what? If we're going to make this work, things need to change. And this is what needs to happen. This is the realization that I came to. And, you know, do we breathe life back into this relationship by both of us being vulnerable and surrendering and really sharing our emotions with each other? Because I feel as though there's so much fear with sharing that with each other. It's like in your heart of hearts, you really just, you love each other so much. And even though you've said it to each other many times, the actions don't compare to it because you simply just cannot get along. I just feel like you have some major past life speed bumps between the two of you. Major hangups here. It's too bad, Capricorn. I don't like that feeling. What's the advice? Capricorn couples, what's the advice? So if you are in a third party situation, I feel as though it's time. Be honest with each other. Talk to each other. Is it true you are with someone else? Is it true you are interested in someone else? Because I want this to manifest in a much more positive way. I'm tired of the games. I'm tired of the, you know, anxiety and the sleepless nights. I can't stop wondering, if you're not with me, if you're not calling me, texting me, who are you with? Who are you spending time with? Are you out drinking? Are you out, you know, sleeping around, hooking up? Are you going back and forth with someone else? Because I do feel that there is someone else here. But you want to start anew. You want to start fresh. You want to start all over again. So you either start all over with each other and get the help that you need and start fresh, or you end the karmic cycle, you learn, you heal, you find out, you figure out why you needed to go through that karmic cycle. What is it from that cycle that you needed to learn? What is there to learn from that cycle? And then you release yourself from it. You heal. You get out into nature. You take a vacation, a weekend getaway. You retreat. You hike. You look up at the stars, the sun, the moon. Whatever works for you, Capricorn. That was your love life reading for September 2019. I almost said December. So for some of you, December is going to be significant. And not just because we go into like Capricorn season. But for some of you, it might actually take that long to finally shift into realizing this person was karmic. It doesn't mean you love them any less or that they love you any less. It just means you have a lot to learn from it. Okay, Capricorn, have a wonderful month of September. I wish you all the best. Thank you again. Check out your general reading if you haven't checked it out. And I will see you guys very soon. Take care. Bye.